Hobin limps away, regretting his lie. Snapper admits to watching and wishes Hobin stayed. Hobin feels like a third wheel, considering himself unattractive compared to them. They live in different worlds, a reality Hobin knows well. Snapper likens love to a battle, urging Hobin not to surrender to a strong opponent. Hobin retorts he can't lose if he doesn't fight. Snapper calls him a coward. Remembering a coach's words, Snapper declares giving up ends the game. He points out Bami's interest, passionately urging Hobin not to give up, claiming he's closer to victory than rivals. Moved by Snapper's words, Hobin expresses gratitude for the insight. Snapper reassures him, emphasizing their friendship and urging him to confess to Bami. Hobin, spurred by this encouragement, hurries off to tell Bami his feelings. However, we see Snapper's ulterior motive. He's merely creating content. Kim observed Hobin's strategy against the thug, noticing how he absorbed punches early to reduce pain. He also assumed Hobin intentionally omitted the next move. However, Hobin is puzzled, unaware of what Kim is referring to. Kim departs, leaving Hobin contemplating if others are aware of the secret Chicken Man videos. Bami senses Hobin's return and his nervousness. Summoning courage, he asks about her ideal person. She values honesty. Encouraged by her response, Hobin decides to confess his feelings honestly. Hobin envisions confessing his feelings, but refrains. Instead, he exposes Snapper's attempt to broadcast. Shockingly, Snapper's face is battered, revealing Paco's return for revenge. Bomi questions the situation, but Hobin calmly advises her to leave immediately. Paco blocks Bomi's exit, accusing her of feigning disinterest when he asked for her number. He insults her further, testing Hobin's composure. Remembering Chicken Man's lesson, Hobin stays calm, knowing agitated opponents are easier to handle. He maintains emotional control, strategizing to provoke Paco first. Hobin effortlessly provokes Paco with a smirk, goading him into a punch. Hobin readies his get punched without getting hurt technique, but Paco surprises him with an uppercut. Paco switched his move after watching Hobin's previous video. Hobin endures a beating, realizing Chicken Man's warning about repeating moves. Bomi frets over him, while Hobin regrets not watching Sam Deck's other videos for better strategies. In desperation, Hobin wishes he knew the next move Kim mentioned, but his mind draws a blank. His life flashes before his eyes, recalling a history of beatings and missed opportunities. Hobin recalls a secret channel that taught him to fight, bringing him joy and financial gain. However, he grew complacent and neglected further training. Now facing Paco, he realizes his folly as he faces defeat once more. As Paco readies to attack, Hobin reflects on his past belief that enduring hits was easier than resisting. Hobin realizes this wound won't heal as Bomi witnesses his humiliation. He pleads for Paco to let her leave, but Paco resumes the beating. Despite his agony, Hobin's sole focus is ensuring Bomi's safety, hiding his weakness from her. Groveling in front of Bomi shatters his self-respect. Paco demands further degradation, ordering Hobin to remove his pants, while Snapper broadcasts everything to Paco's YouTube channel. Paco offers forgiveness if Hobin complies. Bomi's courageous slap infuriates Paco, prompting Snapper to divert the camera. He plans to punch Bomi, but he won't do it on camera. Just then, everyone is shocked as Hobin pulls his pants down. He knows he can't beat Paco in a real fight, so this is the only way he can protect the girl he loves. Paco can't believe he really did it, and points out that Hobin's subscriber count has surely gone down from this embarrassing moment. He demands that Hobin send whatever money he has left and shut down his YouTube account. Just then, Hobin shows his insane determination as he reveals his real plan to even take off his boxers. Paco becomes terrified as broadcasting this live will get his YouTube account perma-banned. Hobin has already made his decision though, as he says goodbye to Bami and declares that this is his final act of resistance. Paco begs him to stop, but he doesn't need to. As Kim shockingly returns to stop, Hobin is furious though, since Kim is denying him the little pride he has left. Kim saw the broadcast and rushed to the scene. Hobin then watches as he easily destroys all the guys, including Paco, who begs for his life. Hobin is so deeply ashamed with himself that he can't even raise his head. Bomy's concern is palpable, but Kim asserts that Hobin needs solitude above all else. Hobin reflects on the descent into his current state, tracing it back to his father's departure, though he recalls a fleeting happiness upon starting school. However, the turning point came with Paco's inexplicable aggression, sowing seeds of resentment and alienation. School became a torment, his gaze faltering, his spirit withering, consumed by fear. Now, Hobin finds himself in a familiar abyss, weeping uncontrollably as Snapper offers apologies. Meanwhile, Paco resumes his streams, catering to his most loyal audience, with Snapper reluctantly assuming the role of his makeup assistant. Hobin's absence from school persists, leaving Paco to wonder, coercing Snapper into engaging with the viewers, while Snapper's thoughts are consumed by a desire to make amends with Hobin. At Whackdonald's, Bomy's disappointment hangs heavy as Hobin remains unresponsive to her calls. Meanwhile, at home, Hobin confesses his desire to vanish from sight, engulfed by a sense of desolation. Yet his self-pity is countered by a flicker of determination. On his computer screen, Sandek's videos play, preaching that change demands more than mere passive consumption. With a tutorial titled, "How to Fight and Beat a Regular Person," Hobin throws himself into physical exertion, commencing a transformation. Sandex's voice resonates, emphasizing that true change stems from an internal furnace of self-directed fury. Determined, Hobin channels this rage into his endeavors, pouring himself into the pursuit of self-improvement. Sandex's instructions echo. Mastering these techniques will demand an entire month of relentless dedication. Meanwhile, at school, Paco's brutality escalates as he assaults Snapper during a live stream, prompting a callous challenge to Hobin. Paco questions whether Hobin will abandon his friend to fend for himself, goading him to intervene and rescue Snapper from the jaws of adversity.